Hi, this is Mark with Right Line Trading. It's 6/24/14, and I wanted to go over our trading today. Today was not an easy day to trade, and I compounded that with a stinky trade. Now, here is our first trade. Let's go over the Russell trade. First trade, not a bad trade here. This is at 9:36. Had a break to the upside. Retracement back. Now it's 5 ticks off the 15, and I really think that in this market we need it to be tighter. It was a direct entry. I took the order for everybody in the room, and this trade went 4, and this was really the bane today. If we would have, well, I don't even think it went 4. It went 3. Came back and I took it out at 5. Then we had this trade here. Can't really make it any clearer than it is now. We had a break of the 50. Slope was red. Order flow, stochastic, and momentum were with us to the downside. The 15 was down. Background bias was down. We're in 1 tick below the break of this candle, and it went 6. Then news came out at 10 o'clock, and it just rocketed the market straight up. We don't trade news. So by the time we had any kind of reasonable retracement, the market was just way overbought. And if you have a retrospective scope, it's great. But there was no way to know that this market was just going to continue up on a rocket. It was way, way overbought. Here's our safe zone. Our MA diff was gigantic. There was absolutely no way that we would take a trade in that market. There was nothing we could do. We're just now, as I'm making this video, getting a retracement at 10:25. I'm sorry, at 12:25 in the afternoon Eastern. And we may be setting up for a nice trade here to the long side. I mean, look at the slope of the 50. This would be very tough to shake a short trade with this kind of upside momentum. But we've had really, really no movement. Then here was the stinky trade that cost us 10 ticks. The slope of the 50 was was very strong to the upside. Now we did have a break of the 50 and a retracement to the 15, and I took a continuation short. But the market anticipation here is to the long side when you have a 50 that's this strong to the upside. And then we got a long trade. We had a break of the 50, order flow and momentum to the upside. We're in 1 tick above. You can see it's a direct order long, direct entry long. Everybody in the room got it. We were up 11 ticks for our second target. And I'll go over that. I'll go over all those trades with you in a second. Then we did trade gold. And I took a bounce off the 50. Of course, it went 4, not 5. Came back and took us out. I closed it at -4. Then slope of the 15 here was red. I took a break of the 15, and it went 7. Then this was a fairly nice retracement trade right here. Another 4-tick move. Came back and took us out. Then this was the JIP trade of the day. We got a really nice retracement here. Let's move to the downside. Now our ATM strategy is very conservative. It gave us a first target, came back and took us out of the trade by 1 tick, and ran 19 ticks. This is a 19-tick trade, and all we could monetize it on was 1 target. Very, very, very tough day. And just that one stinky trade I took made the difference between a nice winner, between a positive equity day and a negative equity day. Now we're looking at the 610 ES. The 610 ES today gave us two nice trades. It gave us a long entry here. For 1.25 on this C candle. You also could have entered here on this momentum entry. And it also gave us this C for 3/4 point right here. Just two trades, but both winners. After that, the market was just off to the races. There's no retracement here to take. And right now, the ES is breaking down. Let's see what the Russell's doing. See, now the Russell right now is setting up potentially for a nice long trade. Now the room's closed, but I would be looking for a move to the upside and a long trade here. So we had 8 trades today, way too many trades, 4 winners and 4 losers, although a lot of those losers were scratch losers. On the TF, we were +6 and -5. On that -5 trade, we went 4 ticks, couldn't get a fifth. On Crew, we were up +11 and -10. That -10 was a really lousy trade. And on Gold, we were +6, +7, -5, and -4. And that Gold trade, even though that +6 was really a +19, that took us out at our first target and then ran 19 ticks. We could not monetize. Net ticks +6, net equity, we lost not that big of a amount, $360. The choppiness of the markets personified very well by the auto trader taking no trades today. There were just no conservative trend trades at all today on the market. Very, very tough market to trade. We're heading into the July 4th week, and we had lousy movement today and poor follow through. It was very, very hard to get a second target trade, and it's critical not to extend yourself in this market. Cannot take a trade like this. And this 10-tick trade is a difference between plus $40, which is not a lot of money, and a $360 drawdown. You have to be incredibly patient and incredibly precise. And I think tomorrow we're going to take 4-tick first targets. If we did, we would have had a lot of winners today, and again, a positive net equity as well. So we're going to try. We're flexing with the market. We're looking at a really beautiful ES610 template that we've just reformatted completely. And it's really, really kind of I don't want to say revolutionary, but it's quite a different template than our range templates are, than our 8-range templates. And it would have given us 2 very conservative trades today, and we would have had 2 winners. So instead of having a drawdown, if we traded the ES only, we would have had 2 winners today. So that's it. Again, we've got a lot of people in the room. I would love to have you in on a free trial. I don't want anyone to say that we only post our positive days, because this was not a great day. But it was not an issue with the software. It was really, the issue was more with the market, which didn't follow through, and with me. I took a poor trade. Now at www.rightlinetrading.com, there's a link to our daily net equity. In the room, there's a link to our daily net equity on the Auto Trader, and there's a link to sign up for a free trial. You can email us at info@rightlinetrading.com, and you're welcome to call us anytime at 1-855-765-6681. And I look forward to seeing everybody in the room. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Take care.